Okay, I think we're ready to begin. Alright. Um, okay. Okay. What is... Ooh, 8-bit. Not gonna lie, I think I like... Hello, Tim Tim. Give me a second. Frick. Copy, copy. But how are you doing? There we go. That is much nicer. Anyway, let's see. Uh... Okay, 5 notifications, that is crazy. Um... Let's see. Oh, so video... What the fuck? If you have any video suggestions, please feel free to send them in chat. I made sure that either Stream Elements or Nightbot will not delete links. So you are fine. Oh god. Karen Planes, please stop crashing. The mental battle is not any more content. For once, I don't mind if YouTube does not bring up any more content. Oh god.
Wait. Don't do.
We gonna die.
Do it.
We are doomed.
Nuh-uh. One of these. Damn. Ooh, why not?
Large TNT explosions are extremely satisfying to
They
watch,
are.
but
We
the
all
problem
know.
is that they're just not large enough. So today, I'm going to fix
Oh
that
my
by breaking
God.
the world record for the most TNT ever exploded in Minecraft. And step one is to first spend 3 hours flattening this chunk of land where we're going to build this bomb. There we go. And this is gonna be huge, which means it might end my hardcore world. But if that happens, we gotta go out with style, which is why
Yeah.
I'm going to explode the TNT with the most insane chain reaction
Also,
Minecraft
history.
has ever seen. There will be 27 levels of increasingly more complex mechanics, like sand falls and triggers pistons to beacons, until it literally will order a pizza in real life. And then we'll involve this delivery man, Jason. We'll get to that
Let's go,
soon, because
Jason.
Right now, we need to make the shell of this TNT. And I just spent 3 hours designing this on a creative world, which now requires us to collect a huge list of blocks.
Oh,
Now,
shit.
the first couple ones are going to be easy, like this white wool, which we can easily collect by crafting string up into blocks. And then the same for gray and black wool. Okay, but now we get to the ones which are a little harder to obtain, like these 3,500 blocks of clay. And yeah. I'm sort of out of clay, which is why we're gonna go to this lush cave where I can quickly breeze through all of this. And as I collect the rest of these, as well as the other blocks, I'm gonna tell you why I'm going for this record. Okay, yeah, I'll make a deal with you guys. I'll explode 1 TNT for every subscriber. I sort of made a promise that I now regret, because the channel now has 1 million
Goddamn.
subscribers. But I'm going to be doing 1.3 million TNT, which will technically make it more powerful than a real-life nuke. Also, because my upload schedule is terrible. I'll explain all of that later, because I just collected all the items we'll need for the shell.
Well, these
And
videos
oh
do
my
take
gosh,
time.
Collecting all this nether wart block was terrible. It took me 5 hours. But now it's time to start building. And I think if we first get 143 beacons, it'll be a bit faster. So, I sort of just killed 143 withers, but now we have max beacon effects no matter where we are in this region. This is going to be so much better. I guess we can actually get started. So I'm thinking the way we do this is to get one of every one of these shulkers and then just follow the blueprint. Wait,
Nice.
What? Why does this floor look so cool? It's like an illusion or something. And now we just have to finish
Dude,
up the
wait, hold
whole
up.
shell.
Oh my god.
Why does this floor look so cool? It's like an illusion or something.
Bo almost died. Bo got down to 2 hearts. Bo is not care about life.
And now we just have to finish up the full shell, which is so fun. Yeah. Ah!
Dies inside. Hold up, I saw something. Someone please send help. They hold me capture and won't let me stop working till I finish the video. Okay.
So, we're done. And that was totally worth it. I mean, bro, this just looks so crazy from a distance. Like, just imagine you're randomly walking through a world and you see this. When this explodes, I will have become death and the destroyer of worlds. But that's for later,
Okay.
because right now, by finishing the shell, we also just...
Also, hold up. I got a video in Discord. Oh wait, forgot. Turn that down.
Wait, it's all Earth?
Oh, this is. I think this is, I know
Yeah.
this one.
You're an astronaut, Gary. How do you not know this? You've been training in school for this for 20 years, you fucking...
Okay. Okay. Switch to that.
completed the preparation phase of this record. And what's crazy is right now we're only 5% done with the build, because next we have to get all of the TNT. And I did some quick math. Each TNT block requires 4 sand and 5 gunpowder. And if you multiply each of those by 1,331,000 for all the TNT we need to fill this up, well, we only need 5,324,000 blocks of sand and 6,655,000 pieces of gunpowder. Now, if you're anything like me, these look like big numbers, but they don't really mean anything until you do some division and realize that we need 4,000 shulker boxes of gunpowder. And I am now starting to realize just how long this project is going to take. But you know, we gotta get started somewhere. So let me first set up a dirt platform and some chests where we're gonna move all of the sand and gunpowder to. And this is a good spot because this is my auto crafter and we'll use it later to make all the TNT. But now I'm going to put my items into this chest because we're going to head over to the raid farm where I already have a ton of gunpowder. I never actually showed how I made this farm and got all the gunpowder. So I'm going to show you a recap of 300 hours in 13 seconds. Here we go. First, I downloaded the world download for the farm, built it in my hardcore world, painstakingly moved 37 villagers to the farm, built a crazy storage, ran the entire farm every single night for a month, and then got 13,000 levels and several million bits of gunpowder. So yeah, now you're caught up. And now we need to move all this gunpowder back to the dirt platform. And for that, I'm gonna get a full ender chest so we can just fly back and put these here. And then we'll do it again and again and again and again and once more. And this time. And this is really slow. Most of the time, I'm just spending flying back and forth between the bases. And I've only moved like 3% of all the shulkers.
What?
There's literally gotta be a faster way to do this. Huh. Wait. What if we used ender pearls with some redstone to teleport back and forth like every few seconds? That might just work. All right, we're gonna try this. So first we need a whole bunch of redstone items for the teleporter. And then I also want to quickly fill this shulker up completely with ender pearls, which we can quickly get from the enderman farm. Yeah, look at all those guys. I'm gonna just AFK here and get some breakfast in the meantime. And now we're gonna build the redstone. So we're gonna need a water column tube for the ender pearl to float in. Then I want to set up this etho clock as our timer. Yes, okay, so it closes the trapdoor and then teleports me. And then finally we'll set up another one of these at the raid farm. Now, it's time to test it. I'm gonna put 2 stacks of items into the timer because I think that's about 1 minute of delay. And then make sure we have an ender pearl in the tube. Great. Now I gotta get to the dirt platform quickly before it teleports. And throw an ender pearl here. Perfect. Now, any second, I should be teleported back. Perfect. Now what I can do is get all these shulkers and Yeah, all right. I just have to make sure to throw another pearl, and as long as we do that every time, I should get teleported back and forth very quickly. Also, this whole video is the 1 million subscriber special, so I just wanted to say thank you so much. It is a dream of mine come true, and I wanted to celebrate, so I spent 8 hours hand signing all of these posters, and I put special numbers on them, so if you get the poster with the number 750, make sure to check the back, because there's a link to a secret Discord server, and I will also give you a house in my hardcore world. If the poster interests you, there's a link in the description. So there's good news and there's bad news. I'll give you the good news first. I moved all the gunpowder we had to the platform. The bad news is that I moved all the gunpowder we had to the platform, and it was not nearly enough. So I'm gonna AFK over the next
Jesus
couple minutes
Christ.
to get the rest. But in the meantime, let's begin working on getting all 5.3 million sand we're gonna need. So I have an idea on how we're gonna get this. You see, in the past, we made this gravity block farm, which duplicates about 108,000 blocks per hour. And now that we got all this switched out for sand, let me show you. And I mean, this is pretty crazy, but there's a small issue. Even at this rate, we're still gonna have to AFK here for over 50 hours. My upload schedule is still as bad as it was 5 minutes ago, and I cannot afford to wait any longer, which is why we're gonna make more of these farms. So the way these farms work is they require us finding and mining out an end portal. So
Damn.
I'll grab some emeralds as well as beacons. And then we're gonna also get some more ender pearls and craft these eyes of ender, so that way we can find some new strongholds. And I'm gonna just go far out in the world, and okay, it's that way. Let's go get it. I believe this stronghold should be right below us. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna set up the blueprint for this farm, and this will basically show how big we need to mine out for this room. But first, let's get a beacon placed so we can have haste. Sweet, so this is the entire room cleared out. Now we can go ahead and get started.
You
building
didn't like the
farm.
end portal, mate. You didn't like the end portal.
Just place these mushrooms in. That way when we grow them, they're gonna break the end portal frames just like that. Wait, what? Where is the... No, I didn't light the portal. I just wasted a whole hour. I found a new portal, and I actually made sure to light it. Now I can actually follow this blueprint and make the farm. And that's 1 down, 3 to go.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That is 2. That's 3 built. All right, I think there should be another stronghold around here. Oh my gosh, wait. Actually, though, I've never seen a stronghold in a deep dark. That is kind of sick. I'm gonna be a wimp and just find another one, because I'm not gonna lie, the thought of a warden spawning when we're building it. All right, for real, this is the last one. We're finished with all the sand dupers.
Yay.
We're also 13% done with the TNT build.
Christ
However,
almighty.
We can't just run all these at the moment, because this storage here is kind of not even close to fast enough for all the sand we're about to produce. Quick math check. Each one of the farms makes 108,000 sand per hour, and we built 5 of them, meaning we are about to produce 540,000 sand every hour, or an entire shulker box every 11.5 seconds. So you might be wondering how the heck we store that much sand. And the plan is that I have no plan. All right, so I did a YouTube stream and asked the chat how we could store all this sand, and we came up with this monstrosity. It is a ludicrous storage system with 6 shulker box loaders, ice roads, storage blow, hoppers, chests, hoppers, paths, hoppers, and hoppers. You know, all the shebangs. It is good. So now
Okay.
we gotta build it on the hardcore world, and I'm gonna quickly gather all the items, like water, slabs, sticky paste, shulker, paste, ever, dispenser,
No.
chests, Peter, honey, ice, comparator,
No.
torches,
No.
glass,
Bro.
servers, hopper, and black concrete. All right, yeah, this should be everything we're gonna need. Now I'm gonna just
You
head
asked
to
to
the
not
end
do ASMR.
and follow the blueprint. That's the main portion built. And now
Why?
we're gonna make a lower
Why?
door here that connects all the chests together so we can access them. And now I believe we are ready. All right, so I'm turning all these farms on, and right now sand is just building up in the end. I hope it doesn't crash my world when I go through. All right, it's time. How fast are all these farms gonna be? What? Oh my!
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh, that is so much sand. How much sand is this? Ooh, that has got to be a joke. All of the farms are running. I'm gonna AFK here overnight, and in about 10 hours, we should have all the sand we're gonna need. All right, it's the next morning and it's time to check. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we need to move all of this back to our dirt platform so we can actually get crafting. And the way we're gonna do this is by throwing inventories of shulkers into the portal and then move them to the platform where we now have all the items. Now we're like 20% done with the TNT. Now we just have to move all this sand and gunpowder up there to the storage. Yeah, no, there's just no way that's enough storage. I expanded the storage just a little bit.
Just a tad bit, just a tad bit, mate.
Sand and gunpowder is loaded up, and now I just got to build the lower collection part of this storage, and now it's time. The way we do this is quite exquisite. First, we switch on the lever and then open up the inventory. I have a mod which basically crafts the items instantly and then dumps them out. This machine also gives me the perfect amount of items so that when I pick them up, I always craft TNT. Then these items fall out into the water stream where we have shulker loaders picking them up and filling the shulkers. From there, the full shulkers are moved into this chest storage where we'll soon have all 1.3 million TNT. All right, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is gonna take a while, so I'll see you in a...
Damn, 5 hours.
Hello there. It's what, 5 hours later? Yeah, that took a while. I literally managed to watch 3 movies while doing all of that, but we do have all the TNT and shulkers here, and I did.
How are the movies, mate?
Exactly 13 full double chests, 13 hoppers, and 17 extra shulkers here. So all of that added up means we have exactly 1,372,032 TNT blocks here. I'd be willing to bet that's more TNT than anyone has ever had in hardcore mode. So now let's move all this over to our TNT shell. We're gonna build, you guessed it, another dirt platform for all our shulkers. And this is all of our TNT transfer.
Oh my god.
We have officially finished phase 2 of this world record. And now it's time to place all of the TNT. And this is also a good point to explain just how much power this TNT will have. If you didn't know, each Minecraft block is 1 meter cubed. I did some research and found that a 1 meter cube of TNT in real life would weigh 1,650 kilograms. And if you multiply that by the amount of TNT we are going to place, you get approximately 2,421 kilotons of TNT. Just for reference, the first ever...
Okay, kill it. $400.
2004.
2020. Holy mother of shit. Okay, so 5,337,391,367.5 pounds. But don't mess with him. Got it.
21 kilotons of TNT. Just for reference, the first ever atomic bomb built by Oppenheimer was only equal to 18.6 kilotons of TNT. That means the bomb which we're about to build is going to be 130 times more powerful than the first ever nuclear bomb. What do you think's gonna happen to the PC? I bet it's gonna... Anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna get a few of these shulkers, and I guess we just start in the corner, you know? Why not? I'm going to be using an auto clicker to place these blocks because the thought of clicking 1.3 million times and getting tendinitis and the pain and going to the hospital and the money that's gonna cost... Yeah. I just want to be lazy. Okay, so we're using the 3 tall method right now to place the blocks, but I actually think it's faster to go 2 high and then sprint while placing these. Yes, okay, this is definitely faster. I just managed to use an entire shulker in 130 seconds. Well then, everyone, I'm gonna stream working on this for the rest of the night, but I will see you soon. All right, it's the next morning, and we are about 25% completed. Not bad at all. Although, I think we can do better. You see, last night when I was streaming placing the TNT, the chat had a really good idea. They said I should flood the entire inside of the cube with water. I know this sounds crazy, but when you're underwater, you can sprint swim, which essentially gives you 4 blocks of reach in total, as opposed to the 2 that we had before. And my thought is if we set up some conduits so we can breathe underwater forever, this method could actually be a lot faster. All right, there's only one way to know for sure. We got to actually do it. So let me grab a bunch of dirt, and then we're gonna get some water. Now, I'm thinking we should just make a huge dirt platform here to start.
Damn.
There we
3
go.
hours.
And now we can just take this water and sort of place it around the edge of this so we make infinite water sources. Now that is what I call satisfying. So that should be the entire dirt platform covered. And now we got to just come in here and dig all of this out. Yeah, perfect. All the water is flowing down and filling up this entire room. And that should be it. Wow, look at this. Okay, yeah, ouch. I get it, ouch. Oh, ouch. Oh. Okay, we need conduits. And I'm at the storage where
Damn.
Yes, we
Bro
do
is-
have conduits.
Bro is cutting it close.
Great. But I guess the question is, can we place quicker? And oh my gosh, that is ridiculous. How fast can I place an entire shulker? Let's get one. Okay, and line up. And I got the stopwatch ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Yo, 1 minute and 6 seconds to place an entire shulker. That is absurd. This method is too good. I'm actually having fun placing this TNT now. Like before it was boring, but this is just
Okay.
absurd. And so I placed TNT for hours. Because it was so repetitive, I was able to watch some movies and the time was flying past. We quickly hit 100,000 blocks, then 200,000, and then 300,000 blocks before I got a new idea. All right, so what we're doing right now is pretty solid. We had the slow method, then we had the medium method, and now we have the fast method. But what if I told you there was a ludicrous method?
Oh no.
I had so much fun making that dramatic. Anyways, I had an idea that if we could somehow
Wow.
get Dolphin's Grace, I could place blocks so much faster. But that means we need to get a dolphin in here. Although, I don't think it should be too bad because we got this ocean right here. So, step 1 will be to remove some of the roof so we can bring the dolphin in through the opening. Step 2, I want to go ahead and place some scaffolding using the auto. Oh my gosh, that was so fast. What the heck? Yeah. That should be tall enough. And now step 3, we gotta get the dolphin. Come here. Gotcha. I'm gonna call you Scavio. And step 4, let's get climbing. Hopefully he doesn't die. Wait, what? No. So apparently dolphins can't be out of water for more than 2 minutes. I got a new dolphin. Let's do this. This method better be faster. Yes, I got him in. Now I would simply start placing TNT, but the problem is the conduit effect doesn't work for dolphins. So if I took the dolphin on a lead underwater, it would eventually drown. So what we're gonna do is make some water breathing potions for the dolphin. I literally can never remember how to make a water breathing potion. Oh, that's right, it's pufferfish. Here we are, it's splash potions of water breathing. All right, let's try this out. Wait. No, I forgot to name tag the new dolphin. They say 3 times the charm. Let's see if this works. Okay, he should be splashed with water breathing. And whoa, wait, this is so fast. I need to just get a shulker. There we go. Okay, time to test it. Oh, guys, we just placed an entire shulker in 26 seconds. That is literally
Jesus Christ.
66 blocks per second. We're actually going to be done with this in no time.
What happened?
Bad news. I was working on the TNT when all of the sudden my PC froze. I shut it down, and now whenever I turn it on, I get this.
American
I
Megatrends.
cannot express how frustrating this was. I spent a solid 3 days in real life trying to troubleshoot my issue. Why had it froze and stopped working? I had no clue. No amount of tutorials, no websites, nothing fixed my issue. So I took my entire PC to the computer store and gave it to the man who worked there, and then took the next couple days as a break. I got a call from him saying that he had fixed everything. Apparently my storage that had the hardcore world and a lot of other important stuff on it had stopped working. But he was able to save everything, and 1 new storage card later, plus $311, I was back in business working on the TNT cube. So we hit 400,000 blocks, 500,000 blocks, and the hours ticked up. I hit 600,000, then 700,000, until once again, the computer froze and shut off. It was the same issue, and I cannot express how crushing this was. I once again
Effing
took
chat,
it to the
effing
store,
chat.
and this time the man told me that the new storage he had given me just 4 days prior was completely fried and he could not save anything from it. This was the absolute lowest part of this project. I had just dumped $300, hours of my time, and lost so many important files on my PC. Plus, to make matters worse, my hardcore world was on that fried SSD card, which meant it was permanently gone due to data loss. I'm not gonna lie, at this point, I genuinely considered quitting my YouTube channel. I took some time off, and the entire time I was away, I couldn't help but wonder what I was going to do. And then,
Hey Wunba, could you please update your world download?
when I saw that message, I instantly remembered that about 1 month ago, I had uploaded my world to Patreon, meaning it might not be lost. And
Let's
there
go,
was a chance that I
GG.
could salvage this project. So I did some research and concluded that the reason my storage card fried was because the motherboard was supplying too much power to it. So I bought a new board, waited a week for it to arrive, swapped it out, and now the PC is ready. After booting everything up, I downloaded the world and opened it up. And everything worked.
Any videos are fine. Any video is fine. As long as it's appropriate for YouTube and Twitch. As long as it doesn't get me canceled.
However, it was a bit dated because before the PC fried, I had placed 700,000 blocks of TNT,
Also,
but this
welcome in
download
Zoomy.
was only at 200,000. So I'm not even kidding. I spent 15 hours rebuilding what I had already built, but this time we had fixed the issue, and thank goodness the PC did not fry again. After that, all that was in my mind was pure motivation. I was not about to let that PC incident stop me, or my promise to you guys to explode this nuke. So over the next 3 days, I spent so many hours placing TNT, and as I got to the final couple of blocks, this was my reaction. We actually did it. Oh, yes! Let's go! Our TNT progress was at 100%, which meant I was completely finished with phase 3 of the build.
GG.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a crazy last couple of weeks, but we have finished the cube. I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified that when we explode this later, it's gonna melt my computer again. But before we get to that, it's time for the main event. We are about to build the ultimate chain reaction to explode this. As we said earlier, there will be 27 stages of chain reactions. But what I didn't say is that these will range from easy to medium to hard, and then legendary in their complexity ratings, which you'll soon see. So first of all, we need to mark where these contraptions will be going, and it's only fitting to continue the theme of black and yellow concrete all the way down here. And I'm gonna flatten all the land, add some grass for decoration, fill in the weird spots, and now 3 hours later, we have what I like to call the runway. I also just divided all the chunks up and labeled where the contraptions are gonna go. So now we gotta just get started. The first easy one is just a pressure plate. We'll step here and then these repeaters light up and it
Okay.
retracts a piston which will go to the next one. For this one, we're gonna be doing the classic falling sand tower. And for the life of me, I have no clue how this is even possible. But what I do know is that it's gonna be satisfying to watch. The third easy one will just be a chain of pistons and redstone blocks like this. So if we activate one, you can see, yeah, ain't that something? It sort of reminds me of this toy I used to have called the Gordian's Knot. For stage 4, we're gonna set up a bunch of beacons.
Ooh.
Because I thought it would be cool to activate them one at a time in a rainbow. And I'm gonna put glass on top so they're all colorful. And what we can do now is place some pistons on the side, which are gonna pull all the iron blocks out and turn the beacons off. And the final easy stage involves this redstone torch tower, which will activate these pistons and then drop all of those spikes just like that. And they're gonna
Ooh.
land on this tripwire, which will activate our next section. Look at that. All 5 easy contraptions already completed. This is what it looked like at the start of the video. versus now. We've gotten a lot done, but it's gonna look even more insane when it's finished. So now let's move on to the medium contraptions. I'm thinking this one would be cool if it was just like a crazy roller coaster. So first I want to get a bunch of
roller
wood and
coasters.
rails from the storage here. And now we can just start making a path, and I'm gonna make it super randomized. Yeah, that looks like one of the old school roller coasters I would always make. And I think we can just have the minecart drop out up here onto a detector rail where we can begin our next section. Now you might be thinking that this is a ridiculous amount of effort to put in for such a short payoff, and you'd be right. But the thing is, I'm used to it. This is not my first channel. I actually began back in 2016 with building domino chain reactions. I poured hundreds of hours into stacking dominoes just to get a couple minutes of toppling and pure happiness. But as time went on, I spent less and less time stacking dominoes until one day I quit completely. I didn't plan it, it just happened. That chapter of my life was gone forever. But was it really? Looking at this build, I realized something. This project is really just the same thing. Building all these blocks for weeks on end, pouring in hundreds of hours, all just to see the short but momentous final reaction. I had not lost that old creative part of me. It just changed form. And that makes me want to pay tribute to that old channel by working as hard as I can to turn this into the greatest TNT blast that has ever been seen in Minecraft. And actually now we have the next couple medium sections finished, like this creeper which walks onto a pressure plate, then these anvil stacks, this item water tube, and this dispenser which will shoot a target block. And now we are 27% completed with the chain reaction to the explosion. Next we're gonna make a wave machine, and we gotta start by placing a bunch of pistons on the ground. And then we can add some repeaters in, and here's what it's gonna look like. Oh, so I forgot the pistons have to be on blocks. There we go. That's how it's supposed to work. And then I gotta add some slime, some rails, and some minecarts. Finally, we gotta just mine the rails. All right, let's test it. If we drop an item onto the pressure plate, the arrows start to hit the target blocks, and eventually, yes, the minecart starts to fly. That is so great that it works. The last thing I'm gonna do is build up here and set up some blocks and water. That way, when the minecart gets launched up, it's gonna move forward a little bit every time until it eventually lands on the rail and activates the next part. Now, for our next section, we're gonna make it so we have to wait for a cactus to grow up. I'm not kidding. And for the last medium level, we're going...
Wait.
This
Yes, I actually have heard of that. Also, welcome and forget Quinn. I actually watched that, like, I think yesterday.
Observers, but right now they aren't that interesting, which is why I added doors. And they look pretty cool when I do this. And then we're gonna have some repeaters, which will go into this box and power this redstone lamp. And now this is where we will have the
I did not
chain
annoy you.
reaction go to real life. But we gotta...
Wait, can you not hear me? What server? It's not my server, it's Vector server. Anyways, I do have to go for dinner, but I will be back shortly. I mean, sometime soon. We are back. How are we doing? Alright. Alright.
How does this checkbox know that I'm not a robot? I didn't click any motorcycles, traffic lights. I didn't even type in distorted words, and yet it knew. This infamous tech is called reCAPTCHA, and when it comes to reach, few tools rival its presence across the web. It's on 12.5 million websites, quietly sitting on pages that you visit every day, and it's actually not very good at stopping bots. Which of course led me to the question, if it's not stopping bots, what is it doing? This simple question sent us down a rabbit hole that was deeper and more complicated than we ever imagined.
The box test isn't really about the box.
A single checkbox.
It turns out reCAPTCHA isn't what we think it is, and the public narrative around reCAPTCHA is an impossibly small sliver of the truth. And by accepting that sliver as the full truth, we've all been misled.
Tracks your mouse movements.
For months, we followed the data. We examined glossed over research and uncovered evidence that most people don't know exists. This isn't the story of an inconsequential box. It's the story of a seemingly innocent tool and how it became a gateway for corporate greed and mass surveillance. We found buried lawsuits.
When your mouse cursor moves all over the place to get to I'm not a robot. Oh. Interesting.
Whispers of the NSA and echoes of Edward Snowden. This is the story of the future of the internet and who's trying to control it.
Why can't a robot work out how to tick a box marked, "I'm not a robot"?
In the largest antitrust trial in the United States in 25 years.
Let's start.
Bot did it.
What you've been told is wrong. Journalists told you such a small sliver of the truth that I would consider it to be deceptive.
Why can't a robot just click, "I'm not a robot"? The box test isn't really about the box.
It actually tracks your mouse movements right before you check the box.
See, if you run code to make an object move to a certain point, like a cursor, the simplest version will make it move in a straight line.
Robots move like this.
But humans naturally aren't that accurate. We don't move in a perfectly straight line.
But humans move kind of like this.
Humans
Okay, that's
tend to move their mice
dramatized.
in wiggly, imperfect ways.
And that is what this version of CAPTCHA was looking for.
Okay. Mouse macro software, find image, look for the checkbox, move mouse to checkbox, and make it click. Play.
What?
I mean, it's so easy. It's so easy to test this. Okay, you're probably thinking, why does any of this matter? And I agree with you. I did agree with you. I actually halted this investigation for a few weeks because I thought it was quite boring. Until I went to renew my passport. Passportstatus.state.gov. I got a CAPTCHA. Not a checkbox, not fire hydrants, but the old one. And I clicked it.
Oh my
And it
god, I
took
haven't
me
seen that in a long
years.
time.
reCAPTCHA seems to have become a spyware. It might be also that its primary purpose is doxing of US residents and spying on everyone else.
Bro.
I don't know what led me to do it. It felt like my mouse was moving itself. An entire page dedicated to documenting the horrors of reCAPTCHA, alleging national security implications for the US and foreign governments,
I hate that nothing is capitalized.
its ability to dox users, mentioning secret FISA orders, the same type of orders that Edward Snowden risked
I think an old website gave me one of those.
his
Damn.
life
I can't. I don't think it. Can't remember the last time I got that old one.
to warn
I
us.
don't think it was. I don't think I ever got one of these. No, that like old one on this PC. And it had this PC for a while.
Secretive Places in America, a federal court of 11 judges with the power to allow government to conduct electronic surveillance on you.
Who put this together? Anonymous. If you're a web native journalist looking to get in touch, we doubt you're going to have a hard time figuring out who we are anyway. This felt like a key, left in plain sight, whispering, there's a door nearby, and it's meant to be open. This is what we're good at. This is what we do. It felt like someone on the other side already knew that, as if they'd been waiting for someone to come along and notice. Okay, let's get this out of the way. reCAPTCHA
reCAPTCHA, if you're watching, subscribe on YouTube and hit the follow button on Twitch. No.
is not, and really has never been, very good at stopping bots. reCAPTCHA was founded in part by this guy in 2007.
Bro.
reCAPTCHA was founded in part by this guy.
CEO of Duolingo. Meet me in the parking lot in approximately 10 minutes.
Guy in 2007. Version 1 looked like this. In 2009, Google bought reCAPTCHA. But in 2012, hackers were able to get bots through with a 99.1% success rate. V2 dropped in 2014. It was the first time we saw the infamous checkbox. This is also when it allegedly became spyware. In 2017, version 2 was cracked with an 85% success rate. The code to do so was made public and still works to this day. 2018 was the launch of V3.
Oh god.
According to researchers at UC Irvine, there's practically no difference between V2 and V3.
Just like the HDX and HDX2. I'm not going to go into that now because it's off topic.
With a 97% success rate. Google doesn't tell us how reCAPTCHA works. Besides,
using an advanced risk analysis engine.
But these hackers, they spelled it out. Do you believe that reCAPTCHA should be thrown out?
Yeah, I think it's time to deprecate this technology.
This is Dr. Andrew Searles, and he's the lead author of this study.
And so I essentially developed a mirror of reCAPTCHA that would make you have to solve multiple in a row and would tell you that you're wrong, regardless of what you said, and showed some of the data that you can actually scrape. You can scrape so much data from somebody's user interaction from a website.
Whoa, this has been my big question.
Goddamn.
What data is Google collecting?
They can collect all sorts of data, right? Any information, any keystroke, any click.
Oh, a little off topic, but also kind of not. A while ago, like maybe like last year, I saw this video that a YouTuber called Hello Jamie. Why is your profile picture that? Anyway, yeah, I saw like a video by this Minecraft YouTuber FitMC who does 2v2T videos. Go over this video of this hack client. I do not know the name of it because you did not mention it, for reason that you soon know. That in the background stole data from not only Discord but also Chrome. Stealing data from Discord is one thing. Stealing data from Chrome. The people who made that hack client were visited by the Secret Service. Yeah, they got repercussions. Also, hello underlig type. Damn, we got a lot of people in chat. It's actually It's 6:42 p.m. for me, but I am doing well. Wait. Let me check that real quick. Let me check that. Hold on. Give me a second, chat. Give me a second. Check that. The hell? Oh, it shows up. It shows up. Wait. Give me a second. Okay. Might have to reload stream, but try it now. Also, start stream 69 minutes ago. Nice. Yeah, block links. What if I make you an improved user? Save. I made you an improved user. I'm gonna try something. My alt. Yes, but I just want to try something real quick. Which account? Interesting. But yes, I do have a Discord. Do you want the Discord server or author Jesus Christ? Thank you for the follow, N80 and N88 DJ. Do you want the Discord server or my Discord user? Anyways.
Like IP address, user agent string, all the websites, all the browsing history, cookie information.
reCAPTCHA takes a
Wizard. Well, it doesn't work. My bad.
pixel by pixel fingerprint of your browser, a real-time map of everything you do on the internet.
I think it's like 10 million websites employ this technology. They essentially get access to any user interaction on that web page.
Are you saying that Google can see anything that anyone is...
Jamin, do you want my Discord server or my Discord username? Because I can give you both. Discord. Let me go to my Discord server. My Discord server is that. Is my Discord username.
is doing on any website that has reCAPTCHA embedded in it.
There's a very good chance they have that capability, is what I will say.
reCAPTCHA doesn't need to be good at stopping bots because it knows who you are. The new reCAPTCHA runs in the background, is invisible, and only shows challenges to bots or suspicious users. If there's any part of this video you should listen to, it's this. Stop making
Actually, quickly, I'm gonna make a channel right there. There you go. Thank you for joining.
dinner, stop scrolling on your phone, and please listen. When I tell you that reCAPTCHA is watching you, I'm not saying that in some abstract, metaphorical way. Right now, reCAPTCHA is watching you. It knows that you're watching me, and it doesn't want you to know. It's not just Google.
Now, there is this whole sketchy market about brokers, advertising brokers that like to purchase large amounts of people's information.
These brokers have information on probably all of us. They get this data from a variety of sources. Government
no.
records, like your birth certificate, your voter registration, court documents, or social media, the posts you've made, the posts you've liked, the quizzes you've taken, the websites you've visited. They package all of this together and they sell it. They're not just selling this to advertisers. Many are selling it to whoever will pay for it. So I use a tool called Delete Me. They're also graciously sponsoring this portion of today's video. In January of 2015, a class action lawsuit was filed against Google. The allegations claim that every time someone solved a reCAPTCHA challenge, they weren't just proving that they were human, but they were performing unpaid labor for Google without their knowledge. Look at this. Typing morning overlooks would get you a passing grade, obviously, but so
Fallacy is an illusion, and I love that people at the beginning of the internet said that Google never
would adorning overlooks, and pouring overlooks, even egg overlooks, horse overlooks, Blue Man Group overlooks, all of them will get you a passing grade and confirm you're a human. reCAPTCHA is testing you on this word alone. It has no idea what this one is. You, on the other hand, do. And when you submit the word morning, you are fulfilling a contractual obligation that Google has with one of its clients, like the New York Times. And when you do this, you are helping to train one of Google's AI data sets. As one researcher says, you are doing unpaid labor that directly benefits the world's most powerful surveillance corporation. And even though the judge acknowledged this to be true, the class action lawsuit was dropped, in large part because the time
God damn
involved
it.
for each user is extremely small. As a part of Dr. Searle's study, they estimated that users have spent more than 819 million hours taking these tests, which results in $6.1 billion of unpaid labor. Maybe we
Bro.
can find a way to turn a
Bro.
blind eye to all of this, as long as the tests served their purpose, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Google has
must
said that they
pay.
don't use the data collected from reCAPTCHA for targeted advertising, which actually scares me a bit more. If not for
Yeah.
targeted ads, which is their whole business model, why is Google acting like an intelligence agency? So I dove into Google's 32,000.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. This is always fun to listen to. It's presented as a hidden sinister truth. This is just the basic logging of the internet since its conception. And it's always been they used a lot of time lobbying the legality of selling this information, which is now
In word terms of service. When writing a legal document, syntax matters. They only collect data as necessary. But because of this comma,
they had a photo of you with. I don't really have a phone. Google isn't.
the words
Not with that attitude.
as necessary only apply here, not here.
The word improve, general security purposes. Those are keywords where you're like, okay, I see you clearly say it's not being used for personalized advertising. Congratulations, great. What does improve mean in that context? What does that security purposes entail?
The government has always known anything about.
That's where
True.
Google is the art.
Yeah. Let me show you some. Let me show you some real quick chat. Yeah, you see this thing called a bird? Those aren't actually birds. Those are secret government spying devices that they use to spy on us and spy on us for every living moment. They try and brainwash us to make them think that they're birds are just like living animals. They're not. They are actually things that the government used to spy on us. It's not a conspiracy theory, it's true. Yeah. You see how they have like black eyes? That's the cameras inside them. Yeah.
Personalized advertising. Congratulations, great. What does improve mean in that context? What does that security purposes entail? That's where Google is the art of saying nothing.
This is Zach. He's a privacy watchdog, but he's also the co-creator of this website, a central hub dedicated to documenting the US's antitrust case against Google.
Google has allowed themselves this general security purposes allowance to use the decisions.
The government's two jobs are to protect itself, and the other job is to, govern, which means knowing a lot about YouTube.
And the data it collects for anything that they deem as security related.
In 2015, Google failed an audit by the United Kingdom's ICO, saying that Google is too vague when describing how it uses personal data gathered from its services and products.
Is sharing to the government considered security related? It probably could be defined that way by a creative lawyer.
Yeah.
Check this out. If you want to submit a tip to the FBI, you're met with this notice, acknowledging your right.
This website is designed to allow you to provide tip information to the FBI to assist with its investigative and national security missions as set. Nope. Get out. To assist with its investigative and national security missions as set forth in 28 U.S.C. Chapter 33 and additional federal laws and executive orders. You are not required to provide your name or other personal information. However, your failure to supply requested information may impede or preclude an investigation of your tip by law enforcement agencies. By voluntarily providing information on this page, you are consenting to the FBI's use and maintenance of the information. Any information you provide on this website may be used for investigative purposes and may be shared as required by law for other routine uses as permitted by the Privacy Act of 1974 and all applicable routine uses as may be published at any time in the Federal Register, including routine use for the FBI's Central Record System, the FBI's Data Warehouse System, and the FBI's blanket routine usage. Visit the FBI's privacy policy page for more information on the FBI's general privacy policy. Alright.
Right to anonymity. But even though the State Department doesn't use reCAPTCHA, the FBI and the NSA do.
A federal court of 11 judges with the power to allow
This video is almost over, so I'll watch it after this one.
government to conduct electronic surveillance on you.
And if they want to know who submitted the anonymous report, Google has to tell them.
But the Federal Intelligence Surveillance Court is anything but public. It's here somewhere inside this sprawling federal court
Hey, we have the same first name.
complex. This is a court so secret, we don't even know exactly where it convenes inside the building.
These companies, when they engage in a clandestine relationship with the government, as soon as they begin cooperating in part, they will ultimately end up cooperating in full.
Look at this.
Yeah. What is this paragraph for?
I realize most people aren't submitting anonymous tips to the FBI, but listen, earlier this month, 404 Media got its hands on internal
Ignore that, the command does not work.
emails from the Secret Service. They confirmed that the intelligence agency used a technology called LocateX, which uses location data harvested from ordinary apps installed on phones. Because users agreed to an opaque terms of service page, the Secret Service believes it doesn't need a warrant, despite those apps often not saying that their data may end up with the authorities.
Any
Apparently so.
information, any keystroke, any click, IP address, all the websites, all the browsing history.
A real-time map of everything you do on the internet. It knows who you are. Google has essentially created a digital toll booth with reCAPTCHA. They hide in the background, watching whatever you do before, during, and after you interact with it. Then it
We need to
puts
get this video
emphasis
to more
on the
views.
question, which human is this user, rather than the ordinary, is this user human? If it can figure out who you are, it lets you through. It's also why this happened.
Why can't a robot just click, I'm not a robot? Robots move like this.
Okay, for the checkbox. It's so easy to test this. If Google can't figure out exactly who you are, let's say you clear your cookies, you're browsing incognito, maybe you're using a privacy-focused browser, they flag you as suspicious. You're grouped in with the bots, who are actually better at solving reCAPTCHAs than you are. And you still have to pay the toll in a different way. Today, that means labeling Google's machine learning datasets. In my experience, the more that I tried to hide my identity from Google, the more datasets they make me train. Finally, if you reject those two prior options, reCAPTCHA, the toll booth, stops you right there. The internet isn't open for you. In short, reCAPTCHA isn't about bots. It's about you.
And US v. Google, what's the top down on this situation?
Here in the United States, there are a group of attorney generals and the Department of Justice.
I'm scared now.
Basically suing Google for a variety of monopolistic practices. And so the government's response was, we want you, Google, to get out of the advertising industry. So Google, as you can imagine, that being their...
Off topic, there's more interviews that 9/11 were inside job. One thing that is suspicious, this is why...
One of their primary sources of revenue said, okay, it looks like we're going to trial over this.
I realize the irony of posting this video on YouTube, which is wholly owned by Google. We reached out to Google for comment. And by the time of filming this, they still haven't responded. So if they have, you'll see it on the screen somewhere right now.
Still nothing.
Google has all this power. What they have currently is empowering the data broker ecosystem, tons of this data flowing into government and data broker hands. What's interesting is if Google is forced to sell their ad tech space, it may actually make privacy outcomes
that is a good
worse
question.
in the short term. Depending on who they sell it to, that company may be more evil than Google.
And thanks again to Delete Me for sponsoring a portion of this video.
Alright. Oh.
If I
I've never actually played Rain World, but I do have a few friends that have.
were to tell you Rain World has the most complex ecosystem of any game, you might.
If you live in a country that get to accept or reject cookies on a site, just take an actual look at the amount of sites, apps, and cookies they're sending information to. Hundreds, literally hundreds. Just Twitter has over 200 apps and cookies on the essentials list, where 1 out of 3 is from Google.
Might go.
Let's see. On Steam, I have American Truck Simulator, BeamNG, That's Fine Ice, Euro Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator 2, Jumpy Dash, VR Chat, and a few others I don't have installed. I have 230 hours on Dance Fine Ice, 113 hours on BeamNG, 208 hours on American Truck Sim, 70 minutes on Euro Truck Simulator 1, because it's such a shit game, 73.5 hours on Euro Truck Simulator 2, 84.3 hours on Jumpy Dash, 10.8 hours on VR Chat. I'm hoping to, I did buy Microsoft Flight Simulator. I just don't have enough space for it on my external hard drive, let alone my main hard drive, so when I do get another hard drive, I'm going to install it on that.
What? Because Rain World doesn't seem particularly advanced. It's a 2D pixel art game where you play as a weird slug. How complicated could its world really be?
Well, that's what it is.
While there are other games with fancier graphics and denser lore, Rain World's unique system of procedurally generated animation and complex AI come together to simulate the—
Wait. Also, Jesus Christ, I got pings. Yeah.
The feeling of a living
I mean, Mayday Aerodaster, I think, has somewhat of a video of it going into it.
Ecosystem better than almost any other game I've played.
I think it's just a recreation.
So for this entry into the archive, we'll uncover the fascinating intricacies of Rain World's pixelated biosphere. Now, let's become part of this virtual food chain.
Nom nom nom.
Rain World begins.
Yeah. I was gonna mute my group chat because I have a thing with Discord, and second I get the second I see a red dot or direct ping, I have to look at it.
With a cutscene showing a family of weasel-like creatures called slug cats struggling to survive. A storm breaks out, and a young slug cat, the protagonist—
Yeah, I don't mind it. It still doesn't really seem like a game I would like to play, but I'm still gonna watch the video.
Falls into the drains below and awakens in a new and unknown environment.
Not gonna lie, Slug Cat looks kind of cute. Love me or hate me for it, I don't care.
The game then quite literally drops you into the ecosystem. It's disorienting at first, but pretty quickly you learn how to live like a slug cat. In this world, you are small but crafty, able to catch and feed on small creatures like the fluttering bat flies. But from your first steps, the animation feels different. And that's because it is. Like most of the creatures you'll meet in Rain World, the slug cat is procedurally animated, meaning its animation is determined in real time through code interacting with the game's environment. Since the dawn of animation, pretty much the only way to get a creature to move has been to hand animate it moving frame by frame. But in Rain World, a creature's motion happens organically within a set of predetermined parameters, creating movement that feels uncannily spontaneous. One mind-blowing example of Rain World's complexity are the lizards. These enemies move with procedural animation just like the slug cat, able to run across flat ground, crawl through tunnels, and climb up poles. But they take this to another level with their AI. When one lizard catches you, it will try to drag you back to its den. But if another lizard passes by, its AI will cause it to try and snatch you for itself, which can give you a dynamic opportunity to escape. But that's just scratching the surface of lizard complexity. Each lizard also has their own simulated personality based on 6 unique modifiers that determine how they interact with each other. And on top of that, there are 9 different types of lizards in this game, all with their own distinctive abilities and behaviors. For example, yellow lizards have long antennae that allow them to communicate with each other, meaning their AIs work together to surround the slugcat or cut them off using the terrain. White lizards can camouflage with whatever pixels are behind them in their environment, so they hunt by staying completely still until the slugcat gets close, then lash out and try to pull the slugcat in with their long tongues. Cyan lizards can use bursts of energy to pull off incredible jumps that, when paired with their AI, leads to some of the most hilariously unpredictable movement patterns I've ever seen in a video game. And there's another hidden system that can go completely unnoticed by the majority of players. If you consistently feed a lizard their preferred food, they will eventually become your ally and start following you around, and will even get into fights with other lizards that try to eat you. It's a surprisingly detailed system that shows just how meticulous Rainworld is when it comes to its ecosystem. In the next region of the game, far larger predators called vultures sometimes swoop in from above on nightmarish wings. Vultures will also climb after the player and squeeze through gaps, their procedural animation particularly uncanny. While vultures are intimidating, as scavengers they can be scared off if you stand your ground and throw spears at them, which will sometimes cause them to drop their masks, seemingly implying these predators are—
Another interesting thing about this game is predators hunt each other.
aren't entirely organic. If you hold a vulture's mask in front of you, most creatures will run from the player's slugcat, instinctually scared off by your resemblance to a top predator. Giant orange centipedes also lurk in the recesses
I hate those.
This ruined landscape. If one catches you, they'll emit a lethal electric shock. Like clockwork, the centipedes move with
I
a
do not like
general
those.
sense
I do
of
not like those.
coordination. Indeed, much of Rainworld's ecosystem follows a similar pattern, with the titular rain that comes every so often marking the end of each cycle. When the rain falls, all life forms must hibernate or drown in the downpour. Soon, the player settles into these cycles, and feels like a small part of a larger biosphere.
Cute.
Following the dripping pipes deeper underground, the slugcat plummets into a kingdom of waterlogged tunnels known as the drainage system. Swarms of leeches writhe in these half-flooded chambers. When the slugcat is close, the leech's AI causes them to go into a frenzy, following the slugcat's movements and waiting for the chance to latch on. If the slugcat slips, their best chance of survival is getting back above the water and shaking them off.
Yeah, but I just find them to be disgusting.
For unlike the leeches of today, these bloodsuckers aren't just parasitic, they're predatory. Leech swarms coordinate to drag prey down into the depths, drowning whatever unfortunate creature they can latch onto. Yet one species uses this to their advantage. Squid catas are cuttlefish-like creatures that flutter along on 4 small wings. To feed, squid catas have learned to fish for leeches by diving into the water and letting one latch on. The squid cata then flies off with the careless parasite, feeding on them a safe distance away. It's a remarkably dynamic behavior, and one you can go the whole game without seeing if you move too quickly. The drainage system eventually washes into the garbage wastes, an entire ecosystem of decaying junk. Yet there is life here in the form of the inquisitive garbage worms. These long, stretchy creatures are something of a nuisance, with their curious nature causing them to steal spears from the slugcat when given the opportunity, often snatching them directly from the slugcat's hand. When no spears are in reach, garbage worms will stick their heads into the grime and start sucking up matter, suggesting that they feed on inorganic material. While normally passive,
Nobody loves okay.
Make a garbage worm angry and they will go on the attack. flinging the slugcat around with their heads or even holding the unlucky creature underwater in an attempt to drown them. Groups of garbage worms will even coordinate their attacks, their eyes turning red to indicate their hostility. In the murkiest depths of the garbage wastes, a true nightmare stirs. Hauling themselves up from the depths, the menacing brother Longlegs probes for their next
Oh my
meal.
god.
Though made of a large bulbous mass with several ravenous tentacles extending from their core, the brother Longlegs are flexible enough to squeeze through tunnels. Unable to hear or see, they rely entirely on touch to find prey. And when a brother Longlegs latches on, they refuse to let go, eventually wearing the creature out and drawing them into an unseen mouth. Where these monsters came from is a mystery that can only be solved by venturing deeper into this hostile environment. The garbage wastes empty into the floodwaters of the shoreline.
I'll go back. I'm just gonna get some donuts. It'll be like a minute. 2 cans at a time. Yeah, like a minute. Anyway, back to the video.
Here, a drowned empire of crumbling monoliths greets the slugcat. It's impressive the sense of melancholy the pixels on screen can produce. Blue leeches swim in these waters, a coastal variant that is larger and more aggressive than their red counterparts, able to pull the slugcat under in seconds. If you manage to avoid the leeches, there's plenty of other dangers here. Even the plants of the shoreline are carnivorous, with the terrifying monster kelp ready to swallow you whole if you get too close. Sensitive to movement, monster kelp is difficult to sneak past. In pursuing the slugcat, these plants will twist and contort in unexpected ways, and feel particularly alive due to their adaptable behavior. Behind the scenes of the monster kelp's AI, each strand of kelp moves in accordance with the slugcat's position instead of following a predetermined path. When paired with the game's physics system, the monster kelp feels truly unpredictable. And killer plants aren't the only threat below the waves. Packs of giant salamanders pursue the slugcat with lethal determination. Able to hunt on the land as well, these amphibious predators share the long tongues of lizards.
Why do they look like axolotls?
And seem to be a related species. The only defense the slugcat has is to swim with all their might. For a quick boost of speed, the slugcat can catch a ride by grabbing onto a jetfish. These fast-moving aquatic lifeforms expel jets of liquid to create large amounts of momentum, which can be used to rocket out of the water. On land, jetfish aren't always the most graceful, but in the depths, they make exploring much easier. Yet dive too deep and you'll find monsters. Leviathans are among Rainworld's largest and deadliest predators, able to outpace and swallow a slugcat in just a few seconds with their powerful, clamping jaws. Seemingly a mixture of metal and organic parts, Leviathans are the first definitive proof that not all life in Rainworld is naturally occurring. The beings who made the now ruined structures of Rainworld, a mysterious group called the Ancients, seem to have disappeared long ago.
It's called me to go get my blanket. Alright, that's fine. Fun fact, when Levisian bites something, it dies. No damage, no auto-kill. Damn.
Yet there is another intelligent species that has learned to pick through their remains, the scavengers. These early tool crafters might have the most impressive AI across all of Rainworld. Scavenger behavior is insanely complex, not just in terms of how they interact with each other, but in terms of how they interact with you. Though it's easy to miss, scavengers attempt to communicate with your player's slugcat through a litany of distinct gestures. If they think the slugcat is a threat, they'll point their spears at them. If you move closer, they'll try and send a warning by raising their spears up. If you persist, they won't hesitate to stick you full of spears. But if you play it cool, they'll do the same. All scavenger behaviors work on a reputation system, where they remember the player's actions and respond accordingly. For example, sometimes you'll come across places called tolls, where scavengers won't let you pass unless you trade them something interesting, and they even have a custom animation to let you know you haven't paid yet. But if you do trade something valuable like a pearl, they'll sort of wave you through, letting you know you're good. Trading gets more complicated with merchants, specific scavengers that can offer you unique technology. When a scavenger wants a specific item, they'll kind of paw at the ground or reach out to the item to let the slugcat know they'd like it. And if you do give them the item, they'll drop something in return, like a lantern you can use to light your way through the dark, or these blue orbs called flashbangs that release a disorienting burst to blind enemies. But if you take something from a merchant without offering anything in return, they'll go on the offensive. And scavengers won't just mindlessly chase after the slugcat and then give up. If your reputation gets low enough, they will actively seek the player out, even sending hit squads to the slugcat's general location.
Like Hitman? What the fuck?
It all comes together to create encounters that, at their best, feel like you're interacting with something truly intelligent. With a scavenger lantern in hand, the slugcat explores the dark, decrepit wreckage of the Shaded Citadel, another ruin the ancients left behind. Within the forgotten lower pathways, there's no telling what awaits. The monstrous wolf spiders scurry through the dark.
Wait. Something interesting about Rainworld is nothing ever spawns or despawns. Everything is alive off screen and they still fight. Interesting.
Like most species in the Shaded Citadel, these spiders react dynamically to light sources, and will generally avoid your lantern. But given time, hunger overcomes fear, and where there is one wolf spider, there are invariably others. Best to keep your lantern close. But not all the creatures in the Citadel are quite so horrifying. Lantern mice are passive, bioluminescent rodents that hang from the ceiling with their long tails. In these shadowy caverns, they are a welcome source of light. Lantern mice are notably skittish, and will run in a panic from the slugcat if they get too close. And lantern mice have good reason to be nervous. Skittering on countless legs are the aggressive coalescipedes. When they go on the attack, these disturbing predators resemble giant centipedes. Yet in actuality, they are made up of numerous spiders that procedurally combine into a chain when on the attack. Because each spider is an independent enemy AI, getting swarmed feels all the more overwhelming. The best way to defeat the coalescipedes is with the bright light of a flashbang, which stops the scuttling terrors in their tracks. Eventually, the Shaded Citadel gives way to the bleak memory crypts. Patrolling this region like nightmarish sentries are the shadowy Miros birds. Though difficult to spot in the darkness, these creatures seem to be biomechanical, with metallic legs and scissor-like beaks. Flashbangs are the only effective deterrent, with the bright light causing their eyes to flash different colors, allowing the slugcat to sneak past. Eventually, you arrive at the underside of a massive structure engulfed in a green electrical storm. Entering the structure, the Slugcat finds many rooms lack gravity due to localized disruptors. These zero-gravity rooms can be challenging to move through, but the more you see, the more the entire superstructure comes to resemble a giant computer. And at the heart of the supercomputer, a godlike artificial intelligence is waiting. This synthetic lifeform is another creation of the ancients, and possesses the peculiar name of Five Pebbles.
Okay, what is that? Hey, hi Vlad, this will need to be done in the near future. What?
Their incredible power, Five Pebbles alters the Slugcat's brain, allowing them to understand the Ancients' language. Five Pebbles dispassionately tells the Slugcat that a form of ascension is waiting for them if they keep heading west, before turning the gravity back on and sending you away.
I think that was Russian.
Five Pebbles isn't the only one of these AIs, called iterators, that the Ancients created. In a forgotten corner of the shoreline, the unusually named Looks to the Moon wastes away. If you speak to her, she'll explain that AI cannot ascend in the way the Ancients or the Slugcat can, a limitation that has driven the iterators that still function to despair. As the Slugcat leaves the Five Pebbles supercomputer, they need to sneak past the gargantuan Daddy Longlegs. These oversized relatives of the brother Longlegs can hear the Slugcat's footsteps, emitting blue rings of particles when a noise is detected. There are hidden lore details that suggest Five Pebbles is actually the one who created the Longlegs, one of many horribly failed attempts to fix a decaying world. Behind the scenes of the Longlegs AI, each tentacle procedurally searches for surfaces to latch onto, creating an unsettling yet strikingly natural pattern of movement. Continuing along the underside, the Slugcat bumps into the bizarre grappling worms. These small tubular creatures suspend themselves from walls on sticky pink appendages, a trait the Slugcat can take advantage of. By grabbing onto a worm, the Slugcat can use them like a living grappling hook to swing to new areas. To make their way to the place of ascension, the Slugcat must climb a massive exterior surface known simply as the Wall. In this region has perils
the Wall by Pink Floyd reference?
Of its own. Pole plants are cleverly hidden predators which, at a glance, look like any other pole to be climbed on. Get too close, and the plant-like carnivore will spring to life, flaring out its red leaves and dragging the Slugcat into its den to be devoured. Continuing to climb, the Slugcat is ambushed by a skilled predator known as the Dropwig, which drags them back to their lair. These insects resemble large earwigs, and are experts at catching prey. After finding a good hiding spot on the ceiling, the Dropwig will place bait like spears beneath their perch to lure prey into an ambush. This behavior is an intriguing display of intelligence, and makes the Dropwig a cunning adversary. At last, you reach the top of the wall. Above the rain clouds for the first time in the game, it's a rare, peaceful moment.
There's not a creature in the game that can survive a pole plant.
Where atop the wall, the player's Slugcat encounters a spiritual remnant of an ancient known as an Echo, which tells you the transcendence you're looking for.
Echo. I'm
sorry. Is close at hand. The Echo says your struggles can all fade like a morning mist beneath the glory of the sun. By this point in the game, the player has faced so many dangers that it almost feels like the Echo is speaking directly to you. To reach your destination, you must first brave the dizzying heights of the Sky Islands. Flying centipedes called Centowings twist about in the atmosphere, undaunted by the formidable altitude.
Hello, seven droplets along 5 droplets.
Peculiar insects called noodle flies also buzz about in this region. Though
Damn.
typically neutral, when threatened, they extend a retractable needle-like tip from their proboscis and attempt to spear the slug cat clean through. With noodle flies around, it is wise to move quickly. The Sky Islands lead to the expansive farm arrays, the second to last ecosystem before the end. This biosphere is dominated by wormgrass, hostile plant-like creatures that attempt to latch on and consume the slug cat when it passes by. The best way to cross large fields of wormgrass is to hitch a ride on a reindeer. These towering life forms are the tallest
I mean, not gonna judge him for that because he's just doing like a showcase video, so it make it kind of hard.
land animals on Rain World, and are able to step through the carnivorous fields thanks to their long, powerful
Since he's not like really playing the game, he's just showcasing
legs. Since reindeer are one of the few truly peaceful species you can encounter,
reindeer. Wow, I just realized such a creative name.
there's something soothing about their presence. At last, the player's slug cat reaches the dim, dilapidated train tunnels of the subterranean ecosystem. The final stop on this great journey. The region seems grim at first, but eventually the air begins to glow with a mysterious golden shimmer, and the shapes of ethereal sea life glimmer in the dark. Some of these environments are truly spectacular and surreal, with the game squeezing the artistic power out of every last pixel. Eventually, the slug cat dives into a vast sea of glowing liquid called
Who would've
void
thought?
fluid, which the game hints is the same substance that allowed the ancients to ascend. And deep within this iridescent environment, a final creature is waiting. Coiling in the infinite expanse, the unfathomably vast void worm spirals within the fluid. This creature is by far the single largest life form in Rain World, and seems
Oh my
to call
God.
the inky black abyss below the Golden Sea its home. An unexpectedly inquisitive life
Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do.
form, we can get a glimpse of its surprisingly small head when it comes to investigate the slug cat. Whether or not the Void Worm is the creator of the Void Sea or just an inhabitant is unknown, for almost everything about this cosmic creature and the transcendence its home offers is left a mystery. There's a lot of ways to interpret Rain World's actual ending. On the surface level, you swim into the light surrounded by other slug cats. Are these members of the family you lost at the
slug
beginning
cats.
of the game? Are the endless cycles of trials you've been through finally coming to a close? Or is none of this even real, and the Void Sea the ancients believed offered transcendence really just shows you what it thinks you want? You spend the whole game trying to rise above the ecosystem, to break out of the food web you find yourself in. But is such a thing really possible? I won't give away all my opinions on Rain World's ending, because I think part of the game's power comes from its ability to be interpreted. In any case, I certainly believe that Rain World stands out thanks to its incredibly unique and detailed approach to simulating
Who's Jerry?
a virtual biosphere through procedural animation and AI interactions. If you'd like to check it out for yourself, be aware that it is a brutally challenging game that really makes you feel like you're on the bottom of the food chain. It's so dense that I couldn't cover everything, so there's lots more to uncover if you'd like to take the plunge yourself. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this entry, please lend your support by liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification icon.
Alright. No, I have not. No, this
Gwynver Beach is a white sand beach just north of Senan
It was an interesting video. I would say I'll give it that.
Cove in West Cornwall, England. Because you have to go through some winding
Ooh, England.
Roads and sand dunes to get there. Lots of people drive by that area without even realizing it's there. But for a YouTuber named Jacob Cockle, this was home. In 2011, Jacob started a channel called Whirlpool Hitman, where he would upload footage of his adventures swimming in whirlpools and doing other extreme stunts such as cliff jumping, extreme surfing, and cave exploration. As of today, the channel has close to 150,000 subscribers. According to his family, Jacob lived his life on the edge, and his stunts often earned him covering shots in big surfing magazines and even prizes from the Sunday Times and National Geographic.
Damn.
In some of his whirlpool videos, Jacob would often throw stuff at a vortex and record random objects getting sucked down by the powerful currents. But in most of his videos, he would actually swim in the whirlpools himself, which is extremely dangerous as the swirling currents could easily pull a person under in seconds.
Yeah.
On May 28, 2013, the whirlpool that made Hale Estuary famous surfaced again,
Alright.
as it did a few times a year. And Jacob was determined to swim in it to capture.
After we get done with Jacob here. Oof. Well, I'm just gonna get this and this. Okay, so like only like 2 minutes 15. Then I'll look at that playlist. Okay.
Capture some cool-looking footage for his channel. That day, he ran up to his friend and artist David Rain's house and asked him to film him as he swam around the whirlpool. David had collaborated with Jacob in the past, and seeing how excited his friend was, he agreed. Just like in the rest of his YouTube videos, Jacob brought a prop to the harbor to make his video more eye-catching to his viewers, and for this particular video, he decided the prop would be a horse mask. For several minutes, Jacob swirled around the vortex's edge, letting the current carry him in a circle without dragging him down. At one point in the video, he mentions to his friend that swimming in a whirlpool was a lot like surfing because it was all about flowing with the currents. After filming for about 25 minutes, David mentions that they probably have enough footage and tries to get Jacob to come out of the water.
I reckon you got enough there.
Riding the current of it with your body.
Are you?
Yeah, it's really similar to surfing. Just flowing with it. That was pretty scary.
You got enough?
I should really make the most of it. I don't know what else to do.
Instead of getting out, Jacob asked David to hand him his stick-mounted GoPro so he could capture one last bit of underwater footage before calling it a day. A few seconds after he dived down, David started to worry as Jacob hadn't come back up to the surface.
Oh no.
When he yelled his friend's name and received no response, he ran to the other end of the quay where the water flowed into a pool. That's when he saw his friend face down in the water and knew it was too late. Jacob was gone. In March of 2014,
Effing chat. Yeah, I don't recommend it either.
Jacob's last footage was uploaded to YouTube with the haunting caption at the end of the video reading, "Live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever." At age 28, Jacob lost his life doing what he loved most. His funeral was attended by dozens more people than the church could accommodate, and they all gathered to celebrate his life and remember him as the fearless adventurer he was. A year after his passing, the harbor was renovated, and the whirlpool that had captivated Jacob and ultimately taken his life disappeared forever. James Stobe was a YouTuber known for his unique train.
Alright, take a look at the playlist. Oh, this, okay. I didn't expect it to be this. I've seen the nothing bad ever happened to the Kennedy thing. Meet the sniper thing.
I am heavy weapons guy. And this is my weapon. She weighs 150 kilograms and fires $200 custom tool cartridges at 10,000 rounds per minute. It costs $400,000 to fire this weapon for 12 seconds. Oh my God, who touched Sasha? All right. Who touched my gun? Some people think they can outsmart me.
I'm in crippling debt.
Maybe. I've yet to meet one that can outsmart Bullet. Cry some more.
Meet the sandwich. Okay.
Yeah, there he is. You, stop right where you are. That is an order. He's getting away. Do not let him get to the rip. Don't do it, pal. Do not do it. Hey, calm down here. You listening? Just. Oh God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Wait. The sandwich.
Yeah, there he is. You, stop right where you are. That is an order. He's getting away. Do not let him get to the rip. Don't do it, pal. Do not do it. Hey, calm down here. You listening? Just. Oh God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Hold on. Wait.
My blood! He punched out all my blood! You call that breaking my spine? You red team ladies wouldn't know how to break a spine. My
It was a tube split included. Wait.
Heavy weapon. Weighs kilogram. Fires cartridges. Costs dollars. Who touched gun? People outside.
Okay.
Maybe.
Boom. Headshot. Sniping's a good job, mate.
Hey, uses the indicator, that's nice.
I guarantee you'll not go hungry, because at the end of the day, long as there's 2 people left on the planet, someone is going to want someone dead. Yeah, no, I'm not a crazed gunman, Dad. I'm an assassin. Well, the difference being one is a job and the other's mental sickness. I'll be honest with you. My
mental sickness.
Parents do not care for it. I think his mate saw me. Yes, he did. Feelings? Look, mate, you know there's a lot of feelings. Blokes were bludgeoning their wife to death with a golf trophy. Professionals have standards. Be polite. Be efficient. Have a plan to kill everyone you meet. Dad. Dad, put Mum on a phone.
We'll see how it goes.
Hey, look, buddy. I'm an engineer. That means I solve problems. Not problems like what is beauty, because that would fall within the purview of your conundrums of philosophy. I solve practical problems. instance. How am I gonna stop some big mean Mother Hubbard from tearing me a structurally superfluous new behind? The answer? Use a gun. And if that don't work, use more gun.
My arm.
Caliber tripod mounted little old number designed by me. Built by me. And you best hope not pointed at you.
God damn.
I don't even know where to start with you. I mean, do you even know who you're talking to? Yo, what's up? Do you have any idea? Any idea
Yo, what's
who
up?
I am? Basically, kind of a big deal. Oh, man, that's beautiful. You listening? Okay. Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, I hurt people. Boy, I'm a force of nature. Boom! If you were from where I was from, you'd be fucking dead. Woo!
Demo man.
What makes me a good demo man? If I were a bad demo man, I wouldn't be sitting here discussing it with you now, would I? Yes! Do it! One of you's gonna survive this! One crossed wire, one wayward pinch of potassium chloride, one errant twitch, and kablooey!
Shut it. Not you, Damon, you're fine. I'm talking to Nightbot.
They gotta make it out. I'm a black Scottish cyclops. They got more
Whoa!
likes of me. So, tall you fine dandies, so proud, so cocksure, prancing about with your heads full of eyeballs. Come and get me, I say. I'll be waiting on you with a whiff of the old brimstone. I'm a grim-blooded fable with an unhappy bloody end. Oh, they're going to have to glue you back together in hell!
In hell? Because I buzzed out of the video, got to say anything you wanted this. More giant bloody Loch Ness hamsters.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. And then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor. Maggots! Right out! Go, go, go!
Yep.
Then he used his fight money to buy 2 of every animal on Earth. And then he herded them onto a boat, and then he beat the crap out of every single one.
Damn.
And from that day forward, anytime a bunch of animals are together in one place, it's called a zoo.
Oh god.
Unless it's a farm.
Oh, Spy, I love this one.
Spies in the base.
Protect the briefcase.
We need to protect the briefcase.
Yo, a little help here?
I got it. Stand back, son. One.
Hey, it's still here.
Gentlemen. I see the briefcase is safe.
Safe and
Yeah,
sound.
it is.
Yeah.
Tell me, did anyone happen to kill a red spy on the way here? No? Then we still have a problem.
And a knife.
Ooh, big problem. I killed plenty of spies. The dime a dozen backstabbing scumbags. Like you. Ow. No offense.
If you managed to kill them, I assure you they were not like me. And nothing like the man loosed inside this building.
What are you, president of his fan club?
No. That would be your mother.
Wait,
Indeed. And now he's here to us. So listen up, boy. Or pornography starring your mother will be the second worst thing that happens to you today.
Oh. Give me that.
This spy has already
God
reached
damn.
our defenses. You've seen what he's done to our colleagues. And worst of all, he could be any one of us.
Agreed, mate.
He could be in this very room. He
Shut
could
it,
be
Nightbot.
you. He could be me. He could even be...
Whoa! What? It was obvious. He's the red spy. Watch. He'll turn red any second now. Any second now. See? Red! No, wait. That's blood.
Told her, you
We
dumbass.
still got problem.
Big problem. All right. Who's ready to go find this spy?
Right behind you.
Oh, tell them about it last life with your kid. Okay. God damn. Medic.
Move, Cyclops, move! Come on, almost.
Two things that should not go together: a heart and a fucking nuke.
It gets better. When the patient woke up, his skeleton was missing, and the doctor was never heard from again.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Anyway, that's how I lost my medical license. Archimedes! No! It's filthy in there. Ugh. Birds. No, most hearts couldn't withstand this voltage. But I'm fairly certain your heart.
What was noise?
The sound of progress, my friend. Perfect.
Kill me.
Later.
Kill me.
There we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, that looks good. Very nice there.
Should I be awake for this?
Well, no. But as long as you are, could you hold your rib cage open a bit? I can't seem... Ah! Oh, don't be such a baby. Ribs grow back?
Did you not?
What happens now?
Now? Let's go practice medicine.
Oh.
Are you sure this will work?
I have no idea!
I saw it.
That looks good. Very nice there. Yes.
Hey, thanks, Doc. Oh, man! You would not believe how much this hurts.
Archimedes?
The pyro.
I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me.
No, I ain't talking about that freak, all right? He's not here, is he? How do we get this fucking thing off?
One shudders to imagine what inhuman thoughts lie behind that mask. One dreams of chronic and sustained.
What the hell? I did not want to see that. End my life right now. End my life right now. Oh my god. Yay.
Hopping videos where he traveled across the country by riding on the back of freight trains, delighting his fans with his original piano playing.
Actually, I'm gonna go get a drink. It is me, I am back.
A deadpan humor and hilarious commentary on everything he saw. Due to the risk of falling off the train or getting caught between moving cars, train hopping is extremely dangerous. But that hasn't stopped people from doing it since before the Great Depression. And it definitely didn't stop James, or Stobe the Hobo as he often referred to himself on his YouTube channel of almost 6.
Shut up. Stop.
60,000 subscribers and just a little over 60 videos. In some of his videos, you'll find comments from people claiming that they had.
I have literally, I promise you, I have not watched this video before. This is my first time watching it. I bet it's gonna die because of moving train cars or something.
Met Stobe at bars and assumed he was lying when he told them he train hopped across the country filming his adventures. But every time, Stobe surprised them with some pretty awesome footage of his cross-country train hopping trips. From Palm Beach to Jacksonville, Stobe loved sharing his raw experience of life on the rails with his audience, who always supported him in his unending search for some pizza and a cold beer. Sadly, the adventure came to a tragic end for Stobe on November 8, 2017, when a deadly train accident in Baltimore took his life. Unfortunately, due to the lack of media coverage of his passing, it's hard to know what exactly happened to James Stobe. But the most familiar sources claim that he either fell off an overpass or his backpack got caught on a passing Amtrak train as he was standing on a bridge. Because his death left so many questions unanswered, a lot of his fans submitted requests for the Baltimore Police Department to release more information on the case, but they were asked to remain respectful of Stobe's family and give them space. As of 2024, most of Stobe's fans still
After this story,
don't know exactly what happened to him, but if one thing's for sure, Stobe the Hobo passed away doing what he loved most, and his legacy will live on forever.
okay. Alright, let's look at these. Damn. Number 2. Go die, yours truly heavy. Oh. Oh no. Bro. Bad design choice, not gonna lie. Who's driving a manual? Yeah. And I won't wait for it. Train hopping. This is some dangerous shit that this person is doing. I do not recommend it. Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Goodbye. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for stopping in, Jimmy. Yeah, big helps. I found it. Oh no. That's a lot of doors. It didn't just sound wrong, I'm guessing. Oh no. I love the percussion switches in this. Get it. Oh no. Canonically, the minigun. Oh, if I say I misspelled like minigun, I'm like, what? I'm like medigun. Oh, because medic. Doesn't make you any physically stronger, it just makes you invulnerable. Have you just stopped the train? would just go scuba diving. Oh no, 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 not the CTA! No. Damn. Like no emotion, just like, what's up? Dead. Fasten the freaking seatbelts.
This is your captain speaking. We're about to begin our descent and we'll be landing shortly.
That is some insane space between these seats.
Please put your seat in the upright position, stow belongings, fasten your seatbelt, all that crap. Thank you for flying with us today on Scout Airlines. We hope you enjoyed your flight.
We're the flight engineer, mate.
What? Soldiers?
Yeah.
Get out of here! This is our runway!
Fine. You can have this when you pry it from my cold, dead hands.
Yeah. We'll see about that, you frickin' moron. We're gonna block them all! Incoming! Nice hustle, tons of fun.
Stars and stripes, beach hammer and sickle. Look it up.
Run! Run! I'm coming for you!
Too slow, you fat, bald, fatty, fat. Oh, this ain't good.
Did you forget
No,
about
not
me?
Air France.
When? Off to visit your mother. Over.
Hey, is that a new suit? Cause it sucks. Oh, boom!
Come, we fight like men. Very well.
This is one time should be alive.
Beep boop. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that. We must fight. Sir, yes, sir. Attack! Attack! Roger that. Weren't you supposed to be good at dodging?
Oh no, not American Airlines.
Push! Push like you mean it!
How? That doesn't make sense. A plane should not be able to carry that much. That's what the astronaut AN-235 was for, and that thing's dead.
Very good!
Damn it!
Uh-oh.
That got the aerodynamics.
It is shame.
see trash when you need it.
Pull up, dumbass.
I can't. He's in the way.
You died at 30.
It's true.
What can we flip?
Heavy! Don't you dare! No, 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 no,
Eat them, suckle nuts. Watch and learn. Ha-ha! You imbecile! You've doomed us all! Apologies.
We did it! We did it because we're best friends! Let go of me!
Incoming! You!
I'm back, baby!
Damn it, boys!
Did you miss me?
Calm it down.
Son of a cussing cuss word!
Did you think you could beat me?
Yeah. Affirmative.
Let this be a lesson for you.
Okay.
No!
Perfect.
We failed, men. Oh. Negatory! You call that a loss? I've crapped bigger losses than that. Operation Soaring Eagle. No, that is an order. Oh, here we go. Move, lady.
That should not be the way.
Fear me!
I hate you!
The yoke did not work with it could the elevators are back there. The rear of the plane is gone. You're not able to you're not able to do that anymore.
Perfect landing.
Butter! How?
Godspeed, you magnificent bastard.
Alright, what's this video? What the fuck? I can't watch that.
What? Oh.
Scout, it's Pauling. Tell me you got the briefcase.
Yeah, sure.
And nobody saw you.
Basically nobody.
Scout, I'm here right now.
Oh, well, that's a funny...
Hello, Miss Pauling. We killed everybody and took a briefcase.
Not everybody, soldier. You left 7 witnesses, guys. 6. Look, just keep the briefcase safe, okay? Have a good weekend, guys.
Goodbye, Miss Pauling. I am leaving the van now.
Bye-bye. Okay, then. Hey, Miss Pauling, before you go,
Scout, let's say something.
You're probably real busy this weekend, right?
Funny you should mention that. Looks like I will be burying bodies all weekend, so that you don't go to jail.
Oh, good. So, we're both busy.
Gotta go.
A lot of people busy with busyness.
Asking out that dial tone again, I see.
Go to hell, Spy.
Go to hell?
Hey, look at all this. What have you two eggheads been working on? Nice catch.
Yeah, listen now, we've been running some experiments on the teleporter. Well, y'all ought to take a look at this.
Bread.
Wow, you can teleport bread. That is big news. The demo back with the beer yet?
Yeah.
Like, oh! What the hell is that? Chumas!
Y'all know what this means, right?
We cannot teleport bread anymore.
Whoa, not exactly, soldier. You teleport as much bread as you like. That goes for all of you. If there's something any of y'all wanted to do before you, well, died, now would be a good time.
How long before these tumors kill us?
Well, let's see. We all use the teleporter, let's say, 6 times a day, times 4 years, minus we're not bred. 3 days. Yes, we all have 3 days to live.
What?
This is a bucket.
Dear God.
There's more.
No.
It contains the dying wish of every man here. Scout, you did collect everyone's dying wish.
You bet.
Excellent. Gentlemen, synchronize your death watches. We have 70 hours to live. For most men, no time at all. We are not most men. We are mercenaries.
Amen.
We have the resources,
True.
the will, to make these hours count. The clock is ticking, gentlemen. Let's begin. Our first dying wish is Scout's. He's drawn a picture of me getting hit by a car. I have something radiating off of me.
Yeah, those are stink lines. That's why the car hit him. Because he smelled.
Yes, I see. Here you've drawn me having sexual congress with the Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower having sexual congress with me. Both of us relaxing post-coitus. I'm crying, and the Eiffel Tower has stink lines coming off of it. Did anyone besides Scout put a card into the bucket?
Oh, man. Classic Scout.
Fantastic. This was a huge waste of my time.
You did not read mine.
Does it say you want the bucket?
Yes.
See you all in hell.
I'm already in hell.
Go away.
Hey, you got a second?
Oh, Scout. Please, go yourself.
Yeah, that's funny. Anyway, oh, wait. Ow. Come on, Spy. I'm wedging my head through a door here to tell you I'm sorry. Oh.
Make it quick.
So, I did write down a last wish. I'd like to go on a date with Miss Pauling.
You're terrible with girls.
What? No.
Yeah.
No, Spy, look at this. And this here. Spy, look at all of this. No, I am great with girls. We both got buckets of chicken. You want to do it?
Okay.
But you, Spy,
Goddamn.
you are amazing with
Good
ladies.
point. I like it.
You know, classy ones, the kind that smell good and can read and always have their glasses on, just kind of crooked, you know? Ones that don't go for a guy like me.
And why is that, do you think?
Come on, Spy, I don't know.
Well, a mystery we will take to our graves then. Goodbye.
Wait, okay, look, fine. Spy, this never leaves this room. You are better than me, all right? I need your help.
I'll do it on one condition. Say that again.
Oh my God.
Seduce me.
What?
You.
Seduce me.
What? Spy, I ain't gonna
Seduce me!
Right, okay.
Mr. JSO.
Okay. Hey there, good looking. I got a bucket of chicken.
I'm not one of your fried chicken tramps. I'm a woman. I like my men dangerous, mysterious. You want to be my lover? Earn it. Seduce me! Final question. You have a dinner date for 7. What time do you arrive?
7 a.m. Case the restaurant, run background checks on the staff. Can the cook be trusted? If not, I gotta kill him. Dispose of the body, replace him with my own guy no later than 4:30.
You're ready.
Really?
No. Everything you just said was insane. And we are out of time. Congratulations. You're a failure.
Oh. I failed, did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Scout, where is this going?
Where it's going is, I don't need you. I'll put this date on myself.
Yourself.
That's right, fancy pants, myself. So why don't you take your little failure, roll it up sideways, and... Okay, crap, I gotta go. Screw you, though.
Y'all ready?
Ready!
Oh God!
You're right. All right.
Miss Pauline, what an unexpected surprise.
Took the briefcase? Don't worry. We can fix this. We'll get it back, and the administrator never has to know.
You look,
Drunk! Round. Soft. No, round. Bloody.
ravishing.
Uh-huh. You too. Hold on. That's the briefcase right there. Scout, you... Are you having a problem?
Yeah, well, the thing is...
Guys! Hey, fellas, listen! It's just bread that gets tumors. Not even tumors. It's some form of self-aware beauty mark that only metastasizes in an environment of pure heat. Here, watch this. Oh, look, it hates me so much.
So we're fine, as long as nobody teleports any bread.
Question.
What's your question, soldier?
I teleported bread.
What?
You told me to.
How much?
I have done nothing but teleport bread for 3 days.
Where have you been sending it?
Scout, I get 1 day off a year, and you just wasted it on this. Goodbye.
Wait. Why don't we discuss it over dinner?
What the hell is that?
Oh God! Oh no! Now look at you.
Miss Pauling, run!
Get the bomb!
I think it's going pretty well. Now go.
Hey, Miss Pauling! Oh, I am so sorry.
Cut, Scout, what for? Pressing the one button you're never supposed to press? Do you have any idea what's in a briefcase that... Oh, give me your watch.
Yeah, exactly. See, that is where this all starts. No, actually, wait.
I teleported!
So that brings me to the point of the story, which is that I like you, and you should probably be sitting for the...
Guys! Close the blast door!
Well, Miss Pauling, look, my last few hours, I just... Never mind. Okay. Miss Pauling, you all right?
I can't feel anything below my neck.
Oh, God.
Oh, now I can feel it. Ow. Ow.
Oh,
ow.
God, I am so sorry. This is not
That was so much fun.
You're not mad?
I was furious. Oh my God, you set off the briefcase alarm and you were having a prom for some reason. But then there was a monster and we shot it and I built a bomb and I think my leg's broken. Can we do this again?
Yeah, sure. Oh, wait, nah, we can't. I'm gonna be dead.
Wait, what?
Good news. We're not dying. We are going to live forever.
I didn't say that. I just said we're not filled with tumors.
Oh, thank God. So yeah, Miss Pauline, I guess it's a date.
Actually, this is my only day off this year.
Oh.
Oh, but you could ride along with me on some jobs. Tomorrow, I'm belt sanding the fingerprints off a pile of corpses.
No.
Oh, you could help me yank the molars out of a box full of heads.
No to that.
Okay, well, Friday I've got to kill somebody who pressed a briefcase alarm button and... Oh, you're already gonna be at that one.
Oh.
High on Life was a pretty popular YouTube channel with over 600,000 subscribers at its peak. Starting in 2011, the High on Life crew uploaded more than 400 videos showing their audience what it was like to make a living as full-time travelers. From exploring beautiful tropical paradises, to cliff jumping, to diving sunken ships, High on Life always uploaded really cool videos of the crew's adventures across the globe. Living life by their motto, "If you can, you should," embracing life to the fullest was at the heart of everything they did. As mentioned in their channel description, part of their mission was to inspire their audience to get out and explore the world. For several years, the High on Life channel grew quickly, with travel content being released frequently. But on July 3, 2018, a tragic accident would forever change the lives of the 10 team members and their audience. That day, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police reported that 3 people had been swimming in one of the pools at the top of Shannon Falls when they suddenly slipped and fell into a pool about 100 feet below. Shortly after, the bodies of the 3 victims were confirmed to belong to Riker Gamble, Alexei Lyak, and Megan Scraper. Riker and Alexei were High on Life members, while Megan was Alexei's longtime partner. Tragically, it was confirmed by the police that Riker and Alexei were trying to rescue Megan, who had slipped into fast-moving water before the 3 of them fell 100 feet. Through tears, the remaining members of the High on Life crew shared a touching goodbye message for Riker, Alexei, and Megan on their YouTube channel, remembering them as the kind, outgoing, life-loving people they were. Throughout the investigation, there were rumors that the 3 of them had been filming a video at the time of the accident, but this wasn't 100% confirmed. In the aftermath of the tragic incident, a GoFundMe page was started to cover the funeral expenses, raising close to 30,000 Canadian with the help of their loyal audience. After uploading 5 tribute videos, the High on Life crew continued uploading videos of their travel adventures, honoring their friend's legacy. The last video they uploaded was 2 years ago. Since 2009, fitness model and actor Greg Plitt uploaded over 120 videos to his channel where he motivated his subscribers to work out, challenge their bodies and minds, and leave a lasting legacy. In a lot of his videos, he inspired his followers with a philosophy of extreme discipline and seizing every day as an opportunity to become a better version of themselves. Throughout his career, Greg inspired hundreds of thousands of young men to push beyond their limits, embrace hard work, and grab life by the horns. As a West Point graduate and Army Ranger who had jumped out of more than 1,000 planes throughout his career, Greg really did practice what he preached. Sadly, in 2015, Greg lost his life at the age of 37 after being hit by a Metrolink commuter train in Burbank, California. According to witnesses, he had been shooting a video for his website with 2 crew members when the accident took place. Based on the police report, it appears that Greg was either trying to outrun a train and get an amazing shot for his website, or he mistakenly believed that an oncoming train was on a parallel track to his instead of the track he was on. Either way, several sources confirmed that at some point while he was running on the tracks, he tripped, fell, and couldn't get up in time to avoid the oncoming train. Based on one witness's testimony, Greg had been holding a camcorder in his hand when he was struck by the train, but this was never officially confirmed. Chillingly, a bystander took a photo of Greg standing near the tracks just a few moments before the incident. Another witness, named James A. Brown, claims he saw a security camera video of Greg running on the tracks as the train approached him from behind.
He had on all black, the train went by, I saw him stumbled over the tracks. He had a camcorder in his hand, something like yours, and then that was it, the train stopped.
And you
didn't see, you just saw him walking across the track.
Well, I saw him stumble over the tracks as the train was going by, and then it stops right there.
To this day, it's still not completely clear what Greg was attempting to do, but this wasn't the first time he had used train tracks as a prop for his workout videos. In other videos, he had been filmed doing push-ups on the tracks, playing with fire and taunting death as he moved out of the way of oncoming trains just in time to avoid impact. Unfortunately, he couldn't react quick enough that afternoon in 2015. To this day, Greg is remembered as a prime example of what it means to live boldly, and through his hundreds of thousands of fans, friends, and family, his legacy will live on forever. Tor Eckhoff, also known as Apator, was a Norwegian YouTuber who rose to fame with his videos where he would do some pretty risky stuff on frozen waters, including ice skating on thin sheets of ice and diving in ice holes shirtless. On his journey to break the 1 million follower mark, Apator captivated his viewers by accompanying his stunts with some very unique habits, including drinking entire bottles of vodka, rolling around in the snow half naked in sub-zero temperatures, and even drinking engine oil just for fun. In his channel description, he mentioned how he was born in 1964 and lived in Norway where he worked in a paint factory. He also confirmed that what he drank in his videos was real vodka, but that his uploads should not be interpreted as any sort of advertisement for the Norwegian vodka brand he was drinking. Throughout his YouTube career, Apator's audience fell in love with his extremely quirky style and his unique antics, which earned him the support of well over 1.3 million followers as of his last video. Sadly, on November 27, 2021, just a few days after he turned 57 and eerily posted a video titled, "I am not dead, I'm 57 today," Apator fell through the ice on a frozen lake near the town of Kongsberg while shooting some footage of himself ice skating. Before he started skating, he had sent a text informing the person he lived with that everything was okay and that he was looking forward to capturing some good footage. After falling through the ice, Tor quickly tried climbing back out, but because the temperature wasn't cool enough to freeze back the edges, it kept breaking under his weight, leaving him trapped. After a while, Tor was picked up by a group of divers and sent by air ambulance to a nearby hospital. The doctors tried everything to bring him back to life, but it was too late as Apator had been in the water too long. In the last
that is interesting, but still.
Last video he uploaded, thousands of his loyal followers expressed their condolences and sadness at his passing. Even in 2024, Apator is seen by his followers and the YouTube community as somewhat of a legend, a guy who dared to live life differently from most people and wasn't afraid to show it. It says a lot about his content that even after his death, his videos are still receiving thousands and thousands of views from fans and curious viewers all around the world. Albert Dyrland was a Danish actor and YouTuber who was best known for making comedy sketches and music videos for his songs. Since 2016, Albert uploaded over 220 videos to YouTube, earning him the love of over 170,000 subscribers. In 2018, he also starred in a comedy movie named Team Albert, which follows the life of a high schooler who wants to become YouTube famous. The movie would actually go on to win the Blockbuster Audience Award at the 2019 Danish Film Awards. On July 28, 2021, Albert was hiking Mount Seceda in the Italian Alps and filming a video for his channel with some friends. During the hike, he uploaded a story to Instagram where he showed his beautiful surroundings to his followers. Sadly, that same day, as he was recording a video on his phone, he fell off the mountain and plummeted more than 600 feet to his death. After the incident, a rescue helicopter was sent to the location, but unfortunately he was pronounced dead at the scene. From what I found, Mount Seceda is a part of the Dolomites, a limestone mountain range known for its steep walls, sharp cliffs, and sudden drop-offs, all of which likely contributed to the tragic accident. The investigation revealed that Albert and his friends had been hiking on a route that links two mountain peaks, but it's unclear what exactly he and his friends were doing when Albert fell off the mountain. In the aftermath of his passing, thousands of loving fans shared their condolences, referring to him as a Danish YouTube icon and one of the best content creators in Denmark. With more than 90 million views on his channel throughout his career, Albert was loved by both his Danish and international audience. His tragic death shook the YouTube community and served as a harsh reminder that capturing footage in extreme terrain comes with its own set of risks. To this day, Albert is remembered by his fans for his humor,
Sorry to any of you who are in school. What's this one?
Dr. Nicely.
It happened as
Alright.
the bell rang, finally signaling a long-awaited recess. But as we got to our feet, another message played over the speaker system. Students of Recall Hall, please remain seated. The school has been put on lockdown. No one is allowed to leave under any circumstances. We all groaned in annoyance, hardly a soul taking the message seriously. Whatever drill we assumed the school was putting us through, none of us were having it. Only then.
Okay, before we go into this one, I have a little story myself. Little lockdown story myself. Basically, this takes place in middle school, I think 8th grade. I think it was near the start of second period. No, actually, maybe I think it was first period. It may have been 7th period because we had rainbow schedule, so 7th period could probably be first period, but I'm just gonna call it first period, just for it to make sense. I think I had social studies that day. So I had social studies and band. That's gonna come in sort of important. So I don't know exactly what the lockdown was for, but we were just like doing stuff in social studies. Can't remember what exactly. That's not really important. But then you hear lockdown, locked, light, out of sight, lockdown. This is not a drill. Like, oh shit. So we do what we do in lockdowns. Then it took like about like an hour, so I think it's pretty much to the end of the period. Also, the way that the middle school and high school are built was that like they're basically on like opposite side of the roads from each other. So like if one school goes on lockdown, the other one is going on lockdown. We were on lockdown for like about an hour. The high school, however, was on lockdown for past the end of the final bell. So like past when school is supposed to get out. Which is insane. Yeah, but so like after an hour it turns from a lockdown to a lock-in. Now, a lock-in is basically where like business goes as usual except no one can leave or enter the school building. That was kind of a problem for me because I had band next. And the only way to enter the band classroom was to go out the front doors of the building, make a right, and then first door there to enter the band room. Because it was a lock-in, we couldn't go out of the school building. That was the only time I was ever late for a class. I know technically I know I was technically not late because there was nothing I could really do about it. I still consider myself late because I'm kind of an on-time freak. Like, I have to be on time for most things.
Did I glance outside to see 3 armored men
anyway, that's my story.
approaching the school at high speed.
There's also this time in, like, elementary school where, like, we were in the library, which, like, literally right behind the front doors. It's basically, like, so, like, the front doors are, like, right here. Walk a little bit, and then, like, a few, like 2 or 3 steps, then you have the library. Kind of like a very open library.
Within a minute, dozens of soldiers poured out with heavy equipment and metal plates, running up to our windows. One by one, they started boarding them up, drilling the plates in front of our windows, making any thought of escape impossible. "What's happening?" Leo asked from the back of the class. The teacher.
Actually, you know what? Is Vector still streaming?
Glad. Really glad.
Teacher didn't answer.
Hmm. Actually gonna think of ending stream here, guys.